was a nice jazzy start to that. I liked it.
That was really good.
Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday once again, which means it's time for a new episode of the New Comic Book Day Rundown. I am Dustin, the PR coordinator for Dark Horse Comics.
And I'm Kara, I'm the social media coordinator, and you guys have seen me a lot lately because Dustin has been traveling.
I have been traveling. I was just at C2E2 a couple weeks ago in Chicago, so I broadcast a little bit from the floor there for you guys, but it is very nice to be back here in the studio for our regular show to talk about all the new comics that are out for this week.
It's a big week.
It is a big week. As a reminder, our contest for this year requires that you share this video on Facebook for an opportunity to win all of the things that we discussed today. Tip on that is to make sure that you have a public profile, otherwise we can't see your entry. So we'll make sure to pick a random winner later today and hook you up with all of this great stuff. I'm actually very, very excited about this show today.
This is a this is a good haul. You should definitely share this video and enter to win.
Yeah, this is a really good haul. It's very representative of the Dark Horse line. It's got a lot of my personal favorites, so I cannot wait to dive in. As a reminder as well, if you have any questions about the Dark Horse publishing line, anything that is just itching at your brain that we can help clarify for you, please just drop that question in a comment down below. We may either answer it live on today's video or give you your answer in next week's video.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kara because she's got some exciting digital news for you.
Yeah, so we're going to start with our digital sales. In honor of Earth Day, which is coming up, we are offering a big digital sale, a carefully curated collection by all of us at Dark Horse of some of our science and nature kind of themed titles. So we have things like Blood Song, Department H, one of my favorites, Age of Reptiles, which is amazing.
Oh, Age of Reptiles is so good.
Hyper detailed Dinosaurs by Delgado. It's amazing. Check it out. So all of those will be on our Dark Horse Digital, both on desktop and in the app. And we'll drop the links to those below when we're done.
I'm obsessed with dinosaurs, so Age of Reptiles was like tailor-made for me, and the art is so good in that.
Yeah.
As you also know, we have been running a Berserk Mega Bundle and a manga digital sale over the month. That has been very popular, so we have extended it for the entire month of April. So with the Berserk Mega Bundle, you can get all 38 digital volumes of Berserk for $149.99, which is an awesome deal for that many volumes. 38 volumes of manga is going to take up way more room on your bookshelf than you've got space for, so it's perfect to just store that on your little tablet or your phone. Super convenient. I love convenience. Now, if you don't need every single volume of Berserk, and you maybe just got a few that you need to catch up on, never fear, because Berserk is also included in our manga digital sale, which is going to offer up to 50% off of many of our favorite manga titles. So as I mentioned, that's going to be Berserk. It's going to be things like Blade of the Immortal and Lone Wolf and Cub, Rig Veda, all kinds of good stuff there. So definitely check that out. We will drop links below when we are done with our live cast.
Yeah, that's part of all of our ongoing 30 years of Dark Horse manga.
Yes.
We're celebrating that this year. That's crazy.
Yeah, can you believe it? We've been doing this since 1988.
So yeah, check those out. We'll drop the links below again when we are done here. And in other digital news, I have something exciting to show you all. Fans of Critical Role, which is of course the hit show on Geek and Sundry, where a bunch of voice actors play Dungeons and Dragons. These comics are based on that show. This is Vox Machina Origins. As you can see, numbers 1 through 6 are now available on Dark Horse Digital, because today we have this lovely issue, number 6. This is 6 of 6, so this is the final issue. These are digital only for now. And yeah, the most frequently asked question that we all get is, of course, when are these coming to print? Or are they coming to print? The answer is yes, and very soon. I'll show you the title page here so you can see everybody who collaborated on this. Of course, Matthew Mercer and Matt Colville wrote the scripts for all of these, and then we have Olivia Sampson back on art, and each cover is by a different fan artist. You can see this week's here. So I'm a fan as well. You may have noticed. How do you want to do this over here? This is going to be something that we are going to announce in conjunction with Critical Role and Geek and Sundry. So when you pay attention to their news, you will see what we have for you in terms of the release of the upcoming print editions. There will be more than one, and I can't share the details just yet, but watch for that coming really soon. And this has been kind of an experimental partnership, and it's been such a huge success thanks to all you critters out there that, yeah, we hope to keep working with Critical Role quite a bit in the future. So, again, stay tuned for that news coming up. And I have one final tidbit of info for those folks who are outside of the US and Canada. If you are trying to buy this digital issue and you don't have a credit card, which I know is common outside the US, just go to your mobile device, get Dark Horse Digital, the app, and you should be able to use PayPal to check out if you have it already set up on your mobile device. So that should help out folks who are international. And this is a really fun issue. It kind of brings the whole group back together. I think you'll see some characters that you've been waiting to see. So definitely check it out. Dark Horse Digital. Again, we'll drop links below when we're done here today.
Well, that is just a wealth of information.
It's a lot.
And Kara was a super fan of Critical Role long before it was a blip on Dark Horse's radar. So I had no idea what a big deal this is. When I was at C2E2 and at Emerald City, it was the biggest question we got from fans. So it turns out there are a lot of you out there. And so we are happy to be bringing you plenty more Critical Role. In addition to what Kara was saying, we will also have a trade paperback collection of the digital comics that will be out for you later this year. So hang tight, there's more coming. Moving into the physical world of comics, I'm actually very excited that we are doing this because Fight Club 2 is one of my favorite comics that we've done. This is a sequel to Chuck Palahniuk's original novel. He wanted to do a sequel, but felt strongly that he wanted to do it in graphic novel format. So it came out originally as a 10-issue series, I believe in 2015, then was in a hardcover collection, and now we have the whole thing for you in a very economical trade paperback. So yeah, very, very exciting. This takes place 10 years after starting Project Mayhem, and follows into the events after the book. I don't want to get too spoilery on this, but it's very good. We did recently have a haiku contest on Twitter for this, and some of y'all got very creative on that. So if you want to see some of the awesome Fight Club 2 haikus, jeez, I can't talk today. It's beautiful interiors by Cameron Stewart here. Head over to Twitter because those make for some delightful reading.
Yeah, that's running until the 19th, so you still have time to submit a haiku.
There is, yes.
If you would like to send us your best Fight Club themed poem. So also in books today, we have this big guy. New
it's
BPRD.
A monster.
It is. Oh, I see what you did there. BPRD Hell on Earth, Volume 2, in beautiful hardcover. This, of course, chronicles America's monster problem, which has exploded. Society has crumbled, but Liz Sherman is back, so that's good. As Nazis seek to bring Rasputin back to finish what he started when he first conjured Hellboy. So this collects BPRD Hell on Earth, volumes number 4 through 6, plus an expanded sketchbook section, which I will show you a bit of without any spoilers. Well, there you go. So, as always with these nice deluxe collections, we have a really big sketchbook section in the back, actually. So pick this up at comic shops today and check out the beautiful work of artists like Tyler Crook, Max Fiumara, of course colored by Dave Stewart, and all this great sketchbook material in the back.
Gotta love that Lawrence Campbell cover.
Lawrence Campbell on the cover art, of course.
BPRD, it's a scream. Dork.
Very, very deadpan.
Dork.
Deadpan scream.
We are very excited to bring you guys the next arc in the Black Hammer saga. So this is Black Hammer Age of Doom #1. The Eisner Award-winning superhero saga returns. This is going to pick up immediately where the first Black Hammer series left off. I know you've been waiting a little while to see this because we focused on a couple of the spin-offs to build out the Black Hammer universe with things like Sherlock, Frankenstein, and the Legion of Evil, and Dr. Star. So all kinds of good stuff, but we are getting back to Black Hammer Farm. So I'm going to apologize in advance if this is a spoiler for anybody, but this information has been out there for a long time. Jo Weber, the original Black Hammer's daughter, Lucy Weber, has now taken up the mantle of the Black Hammer. She has found the heroes in their dimension where they have been stuck. She knows where they are. She knows where to get back. Or how to get back. But go figure that before she can share that information with her fellow superheroes, she herself vanishes. So our new Black Hammer is now going to find herself trapped in a gritty world that's filled with punk rock detectives, emo gods, anthropomorphic humans, absurdist heroes, and many more weirdos in a mad world
Punk rock.
in which there is no escape. Yeah, check it out. And I'm obsessed with this variant cover by Scotty Young. He's absolutely one of my favorite artists. Did an incredible convention exclusive variant on American Gods for us, starring Mad Sweeney. So his art could not be more fantastic, and I just love how quirky and whimsical it is. Look at these villains, guys!
We have that awesome trailer, too, that we've shared on our social media and website.
Yeah. If you guys want to watch a dope trailer for Black Hammer Age of Doom, that's on our Facebook page, yeah?
Yep.
So check that out.
It is. And there's a really nice write-up on multiversity.com right now, too, that will catch you up on all this if you forgot some details. It does contain some spoilers, so I wouldn't recommend it for, like, very brand new readers. But it'll catch you up on all the characters here. Great timeline of events, the web of events that kind of connects all the different characters and worlds within the expanded Black Hammer universe, which is growing exponentially. It is. Like our own universe. I like to call it the Black Hammerverse. That was deep. Shorten it. Hammer time. So we also have a conclusion out today. This is Giants number 5 of 5. The finale of this new original series by the Valderrama brothers. This is their own take on kind of the kaiju genre. And I definitely recommend this to any fans of monsters, but it goes beyond that as well, and it focuses on these two friends who are as close as brothers at the beginning of the series, but have grown apart, as you will know if you've been following along. So Goji and his adopted family in this issue face his former friend Zeto and the gang he now controls. So against the backdrop of two giant monsters battling for supremacy, they must determine which is stronger, brotherhood or ambition. Or monsters. Just kidding. Pretty much always monsters. Always monsters. But yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff in this. This is the finale of this series, so absolutely pick it up. The art is beautiful. I can't recommend it highly enough. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, kind of a breakaway hit there. That's actually been very, very popular, which I could not be more delighted by because I love that series. Absolutely. We have also got Empowered and Sister Spooky's High School Hell number 4. This is really fantastic. It's a single-issue series that continues Adam Warren's famous, decade-long Empowered series, but with guest artist Carla Speed McNeil on the interiors. Trapped in the high school's hellscape's cafeteria, Empowered and Sister Spooky desperately battle the high-calorie threat of a ginormous junk food elemental before facing off against a trio of Spooky's vengeful ex-classmates whose blonde manes have been infernally transformed into head-lopping weapons of magical destruction. So yeah, we're attending the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster for this issue. Amen. Just amen. just kidding. But that is some beautiful art. This is just quirky, fun series from Adam Warren. Obsessed. Definitely satire. So. Yes. In case that's not clear. In case sometimes it apparently isn't, but it's really fun and funny. In a very different vein, we also have Matahari number 3 today. This, of course, is one of our ongoing Berger Books titles from Karen Berger's line here at Dark Horse. This series is beautifully illustrated and fantastically historically researched. Here is a look at the full creative team here. Emma Beebe is the writer, Ariella Cristantina is the artist, and Pat Massioni is colors. This particular issue really gets into kind of the horrors of Magritte's past, and she had all kinds of terrible things happen to her while she was a young mother in the Dutch East Indies. This is, of course, based on a real person. So after a few short years, she leaves it all behind, changes her name, and heads to Paris, joining the Cirque, like you do. Like you do. Like you do. So Matahari is born, and the world hasn't seen anything like her before. So things are really starting to pick up in this issue, and I'm going to show you a little sneak peek of something on the back here. We also have The Seeds coming out later this year from Berger Books. So again, these are all from Karen Berger, who was the founding editor of Vertigo and is now here with us at Dark Horse, putting out amazing comics like Matahari and The Seeds. And for a Dark Horse classic, we have new Usagi Yojimbo, which will henceforth be called Nusagi. Usagi.
I think I'm clever. I can't take credit for that. I think you said that originally. But anyway.
It was me.
It was Kelly. Okay, great. This is Usagi Yojimbo, The Hidden, number 2. So we did a little bit of a relaunch with Usagi. It is a continuation of the ongoing Usagi Yojimbo series. We did start over to kind of break it into more of a mini-series format to make it more accessible to new readers. So The Hidden is going to be a 7-issue arc. Super accessible to new readers. If you know the premise, which is that Usagi is a rabbit who is a ronin, which is a masterless samurai wandering through Japan fighting crime, that is really literally all you need to know. So The Hidden is an arc which is going to join Usagi with Inspector Ishida, who is basically a detective, and they're basically trying to solve a murder mystery. This also involves the backdrop of the arrival of Christianity in Japan during the Edo period. If any of you have seen Martin Scorsese's film Silence, this is a much more toned down version of that idea. Highly recommend it. It's super good. Stan Sakai is just a legendary master icon who does an excellent job of making complicated, historically accurate stories fun and exciting and fun to read for younger readers and older readers alike. Sorry, I'm dropping that down where you can no longer see it. And one of the things that I love too are all of these back covers that Stan does, these watercolor pinups that are always on the back covers of Usagi Yojimbo. So that's just another little gem that you get with this.
And even though we started with new numbering on this mini-series, you can still find the original ongoing numbering on the inside cover.
Yes, so if you're a longtime Usagi reader, it does have the regular numbering listed on the inside somewhere in here. I can't see.
So it's down in the bottom.
So in that vein, this is actually issue number 167.
Yeah, because this has been going on forever, because Stan Sakai is a superhero.
Yes, exactly. So never fear if you're a longtime reader, this is still the regular continuity.
And last but not least, we also have this gem. This is actually another conclusion to a mini-series. Vinegar Teeth, number 4 of 4, by Troy Nixey and Damon Gentry. This is a really fun kind of blend of horror and humor. I'll open this up here. We also have some additional credits, which I'll let the camera show.
Also good if you love monsters.
Yes. Michelle Madsen joined on colors for issues number 3 and 4, so that adds another nice touch. In this particular issue, the chaos breaks loose in Brick City as a horrific space monster rains terror down on the streets. Only Detective Artie Buckle and his sidekick Vinegar Teeth can put an end to the madness in this conclusion to the horror series. As you can kind of see, we have a lot of fun lettering from Troy Nixey throughout this series, which really adds to the art and the action. This is obviously Lovecraftian in influence and uses kind of buddy cop horror and humor to move the story along. And here's a little tidbit. If you remember from issue number 2, they shared actually a music video, and the music itself was woven throughout the comic. And in the back here, they show you the album if you want to try and find it out there somewhere. So, you know, there you go. And all the other works by Troy Nixey, too, which are here at Dark Horse, like Only the End of the World Again by Neil Gaiman, and other things that Troy has illustrated in this fantastic kind of horror style. So that's out today, too.
Love his art.
I know, it's fun.
Is that everything? Did we do it?
That's all.
High five, friend.
Damn.
Nice job. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Join us again next week. If you had any questions, drop those below. We'll try to address those as best we can for you. We'll also be dropping links for those digital sales. Yep. And we will see you again next Wednesday.
See you
Bye-bye,
soon.
y'all.